Congratulations now that you have installed your scanner. Of course, you are supposed to go through this script. Of course, this script was sent to you. You are supposed to go through it. And that one installed, you say setups on operation. Maybe you use desktop or you use mobile on your trading view. This is what you're supposed to click and watch through. Of course, if you have done that, of course, that's when you have your scanner shows this way. All right, you have your scanner shown this way. All right, so now the main job now is how to be using your scanner. Very simple. Now, the upper hand you have being a subscriber of this scanner is that you are still added to my community free. But the number of years you subscribe for 1 year, you still have access to the community for 1 year. So that's an added advantage for you. You still meet up, you see our regular signal we send, you still have access to other things like portfolio, stock portfolio, crypto portfolio, trainings and other things that you still have access to. Okay, now so let's quickly look at how to now make use of the scanner properly. All right. Study the script is very important. Study the script is very important, but I'm not going to take you to use in uh, step to use in using the scanner effectively. Don't take all signals, please. Number one rule: don't take all signals. You can't take all signals. I always take A plus signals. That's how I operate my own. All right, so let's go. If you see the market now, these days, because the first week of the month is always dicey, but with the scanner, if you are meticulous, you will be making a lot of money. So I traded yesterday on days, and I traded some other ones, even gold itself. So this one, the trading is still ongoing, it's hanging, going up and down, and all of that. So all right, I'm going to go into the trading now to show you steps by step that you're supposed to follow in trading effectively with this scanner. So let's start from gold, for instance. Now, there's exceptional cases with gold because gold you can scalp to as low as 1 minute. That's what you need to understand. Okay, so now let's go. What you're supposed to do, first of all, when you come to your scanner, is to go on daily time frame. You hear me, right? Go on what? On daily time frame. Now, if you see on gold now, don't mind all of this drawing. Let me take this one off. Okay, so let me take this one off. So let me take off all this drawing so that you see your chart needs now. So got my own is becoming more professional chart. So yours would not be like that. You'll be confused. What did this man draw here? But unfortunately, even apart from my drawing, your scanner to draw them. So I've described the component of your scanner. So we're only talking about how to use the scanner. Wow, amazing. Are you telling me that I hope there's no holiday. There should be holiday somewhere because there's no trading going on. Maybe there's Easter holiday. Just check. Everywhere is silent. Today is third. Bank holiday. Bank holiday, USD chef. So chef is a holiday. German bank holiday. Industrial production. Bank holiday. Bank holiday. Aha. Okay, see? So there's bank holiday, there's bank holiday. Mhm. So there is bank holiday. So there is a news today. So holiday available, nyafo nyafo. So that's what we are seeing. Even yesterday, NZD bank holiday on New Zealand. So today, bank holiday. So can you see that? Okay. So you see that was why the market was looking at you and you are looking at it. It's looking at you, you are looking at it. Nothing is happening. There's no market. Market is just looking at you. No activities. Okay? So let's look at any market moving. All right. Australia, but no liquidity. So it's difficult. Euro, liquidity will be low equally. So when you have so much holiday, a short day, there's no need to trade. Oh yes, there's no need to trade. Okay? There is no need to trade. So you have to exercise caution. Okay, so let's leave that. So, but now let's go. Normally, how should you trade? Maybe as you use Bitcoin, since Bitcoin is still doing chuke chuke. So for the day you come, okay, you open your chart, okay. So let me remove all this jargon too, so that it will not confuse you. So as you come for the day, look at for the day. One of the lovely things you have that help you, it has delineated what's supposed to be drawn up and down. This has delineated it. So no need to stress yourself. You see the upper limit and how the lower limit. So this support and this support is strong. How do I know it's strong? The fatter the width, the stronger it means the that support. So when you come for the day, what you want to see is that the previous day candle, all right, is heavier than the other one. That is closest. So the yesterday was bearish. Can you see? Not because of the color, but the way it opens and closes. I'm not teaching you technical analysis. I only teach inside my general class. But this one is just to show you what you're supposed to do. So just for you to come to say, okay, the market of yesterday was bearish and strong. So when you have this type of candle, is an indecision candle. Don't take that trade serious for that day. So if you look at this, when they have this one, he didn't close either up or down. So it's inside this place. Look at the following day, was not wonderful. But this one was better because it's like it swept down below here and then was going up. Are you seeing it? Mhm. So this one too, it's like, okay, he went up above this. That means now that's why this candle was. So if anyone this one went down, this candle went up. This one went up, this one go down. So when you don't see a good candle for the day, just respect yourself. Anything you trade for that day should be very small scalping inside. So now for the day, the thing was not decided. So next you go, you see 4 hours and 1 hour are what give you the signal that you will trade. So you go to 4 hours. Do I find any signal? No. You can see that the market is not good. So this one has really helped you not to waste too much energy. Look at it. You have gone to 4 hours. The market is not good. These are the other days. This was on the first. All this one now, nothing. Yesterday, there was a trade for buy, but not too big. So when you don't find a trade on 4 hours, then you step down to 1 hour. So if you see 1 hour now, so that means yesterday was a good one for the trader to trade. But today, nothing. You can't see any trade. Don't force yourself into trade, okay? Even though you will regret it. There was a beautiful trade yesterday, 2 times, because I saw this. It went up again, came down, it give another buy. Do you understand? And I'll show you. So no signal, no trade here. Then sometimes go to 15 minutes, 30 minutes. But the best bet is to be in that 1 hour. So this trade now is not a beautiful one. If you take any trade by going to your 5 minute, 3 minute, 15 minute, it's going to disturb you. All right. So when you cannot find trade on 1 hour, cannot find trade on 4 hours, that trade you are going to see are not going to be good because you can't stay on them. If not, ordinarily, this is now how you take your signal. Deep buy signal, if you came here, you are going to take this signal, but you can't really hold on to it to an extent. Do you know why you cannot hold on to it now? Your signal normally, once it give you signal, this is not how I tell you to buy. It's a good buy, but there is no volume. Why? You will have seen good volume in your 4 hours, in your 1 hour. That's a buy or sell. But you see that we didn't see any buy or sell signal on 4 hours, on 1 hour. So any signal you are taking now, you are just risking your money. So, but ordinarily, how the signal now supposed to work, when you find a signal that say buy on 4 hours, come and take the signal on 15 minutes. When you see signal that say buy or sell on 1 hour, come to 5 minutes and take the signal. You ask me why, Felix? We call something time sequence. When you see the signal, if it's currency, sometimes if you see currency, if it's currency and you see buy or sell at your support or resistance, as the candle close, you may take the trade. If you are the type that don't have time to check and your account is big, once you see the signal of 1 hour or 4 hours at support or resistance, like this one that reject, even if it's 4 hours, the moment the candle close, you will sell. If it's 4 hours, 1 hour, but if it's 15 minutes or 5 minutes, 3 minutes, there's something you must always look at. You need to see that after the signal, the next candle after the signal should be bullish and should go above or below, depending on the signal. So you can see now, if you are going to be trading today, it's just going to be a waste of time. You are going to be struggling. No volume. So what are you now trading? Do you understand? So if you see on 5 minutes now, see the signal. So this signal asks you to buy. Look at it here. Don't take the signal when, especially if you're on 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 15 minutes, until the next candle to the signal close in the direction of the signal. Like this one now say buy, PBX sniper buy. So that means after this candle close, let the next candle close. So take your signal after if the candle do not close above it and bullish, avoid it. It's not going to go well. If you see a signal that go well, just know that it's just a try and error. So they are not repeatable. So any signal that cannot repeat itself, avoid it. Do you see that? So if you see now, you will see that this signal may not travel far. If not, if they give you a good signal, your next target will be 1:2 risk reward. Look at what I was doing. 1:2 risk reward. So whatever thing you are risking, you are getting times 2. And then before you know, it will take you and give you your profit. Then sometime you may just have all those support and resistance ahead. You just put it. If not, it's 1:2 risk reward. Right? So you cannot see that why you need to see the signal. You need to see signal on 1 hour or 4 hours so that you can now put your take profit at the resistance level of those points. Are you following now? So because most time people don't pay attention to those things, but they are very, very important. So trading now will be a waste of time. So there's no volume and you want to trade. What are you trading? That's gambling. Are you getting it now? So if you go to, so assuming I get the signal in 1 hour, so by the time I take the signal in 5 minutes, I'll come back to the 1 hour and look at the resistance, the support of that 1 hour. So taking this type of trade now is a waste of time because there is no direction. Do you see that? Volume is bad. So the best for you is to avoid market. So let's take any other instrument that can. So look at this. Okay, this is GBP USD. So let me show you an example. Look at it. Look at when the signal was given. Look at when the signal was given. Now, If I'm on 1 hour and this signal was given, so since we have passed this, immediately you come and this signal say buy. So look at it. So if when he asks you to buy, right? When he asks you to buy, I think this should be a line. You see, right? So when he asks you to buy, see what you will do. Now, this buy, say buy. This is currency. When it say buy, as you see the signal, maybe the candle has closed or it has not even closed. It's better when it has not closed. You now go to 5 minutes. Remember I told you, you now go to 5 minutes. Just step down to 5 minutes. Don't waste your time when you say buy. So as you step to 5 minutes, what we have done is to refine that signal properly. And what do you see? Look at it. This is 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So within 25 minutes of opening, he has given you a proper direction. So what do? Very simple. You now see, it confirmed this. You now take your trade like this, buy, and your stop loss below the signal leg. That's about 14 pips. If you target 1:2 risk reward, that will be here to make 28 pips. Now, look at what happened. You are going to return back to that 1 hour for you to find where you probably can say that the market is going to. This scanner is very easy to use, so you don't disturb yourself. So if you come and you see that on that 1 hour, the next resistance is up here, can you see that? So you can take another entry that you can come and take the profit here. Oh yes, maybe just a little before it. That will have given you 1:4 point something. That's 59 pips. Don't overstress yourself. All right? But right now, can I trade? No, sir. Avoid, don't even give yourself stress. Now look at this one. Okay? Now, sometime on that 1 hour, you at the time you don't have so much time and all of that. Look at where they say sell. And that means this is a rejection on this resistance. That one, you may not even wait. But let's look at what's the advantage of going to 5 minutes and disadvantage of not going to 5 minutes. If you have enough money, you just decide not to go to 5 minutes. So as the candle just closed, that means you are entering here. Let me show you something. Because this is the close of the candle, because the candle is bearish. So your stop loss will be a bit big. So you'll be targeted, that means you're doing 41, 42 pips as your stop loss. So if your stop loss is too big, your take profit is 1:2 risk reward will take time. Though this one, forget that, the fact that this one just happened very fast, all right? It happened very fast. So let's go, let me tiny it. So let's go to 5 minutes. Remember, we'll say any signal you see for either buy or sell on 1 hour, go to what time frame? Go to 5 minutes to take such signal. All right, so let's go here. See where you see where you took the signal from. Have you seen it now? So where would you have wished to have taken this signal? Even though this signal looks unpowerful, it didn't look like an A+ setup. So you will have wished you took the signal earlier than now. Can you see that? Even though it delivered to you, it did, right? It did. I even went lesser than your whatever. But see, if you are impatient by this time, and look at it, it came back, it gave you a drawdown. By this time, you are fidgeting. If you are not patient, by this time you enter a buy, you cancel that yourself. Are you aware? What I'm showing you now, if you are just like sitting in 5 minutes, 15 minutes, by this time, you have canceled this trade. I can tell you that. You have canceled this trade and you have entered a buy. Because see, we give a signal, this is a value signal. But to what extent will this signal travel? See that. Even though this is a news, but you will have entered this signal. and then you are happy. All of a sudden, he stopped you out. See, that's how we are meticulously trading. We don't just gamble. So now, because see the signal now, let's take this one. This is a sell. The next candle to it, right? They didn't give us but the subsequent one, because this is 5 minutes. Normally, this is the most beautiful one that will have happened. But look at when the signal sell. It's not 1 hour that gave the signal. Can you see that it didn't travel well? Can you see that? Even though it's a valid signal. That's the logic behind this trade. I'm giving you nugget, and then for you to maximize your profit. All right. So now let's go. So if you wait for this candle to come, so that means you are going to take this trade here. See your stop loss. Just like 17, let's just make it to 20 pips as your stop loss. Okay, so 20 pips as your stop loss. So 1:2 risk reward. That one is already done here before this one happened. If you stay in that 5 minutes, so you will not maximize trade as much as possible. Do you get that? Okay, so that this 41 pips kind of a thing doesn't make sense. So let's spread tentacles now. You are going to see wonder. Okay, so now let's go back to the 1 hour. Very simple. I'm giving you easy peasy kind of thing. If you have this scanner, stress in trading should be over. You hear me right? Stress in trading should be what? Should be over. So look at this. You know, you didn't enter here. You enter at the close here. Okay. Okay. So you enter the close here. So let's now look at this one. 1:2 risk reward. You have taken first take profit, and then you trail the market down. We say, when should you exit? When you see a counter valid signal. Okay, so perhaps you may have exited here. Yes. So let's look at 1:5.5. That's 112 pips. For another one that still held because he know that he had to use a trailing stop loss. Let's say he exit here as 135 pips, 1:6.6 reward. And now this market travel up here. This position can still be on while you take another trade here. But you know it was not going to go far. Look at it now. That is how we trade this. Very, very simple. Stop bothering and giving yourself unnecessary stress. You can see Bitcoin to do. It's going nowhere. So avoid trading when the market is not going anywhere. Look at it. No signal, nothing. So 1 hour, 4 hours will be what shows you the signal. And I always tell people, any signal that come out on 4 hours travel farther than the signal that come out on 1 hour. Look at this one. Look at this one. Stop disturbing yourself over those short movement. I'm not saying you should take a signal that come out in daily. That one will take time. You may not see trade on time. And that can trick you. Look at this one. Okay? Can trick you so much. So I don't want that. So look at it. Can you see that? So this one now is struggling because of probably market conditions. So like this one now, when it came out and closed, you see that? When it came out and closed, you can take the trade because it happens in your key level. So like this one, I'm going to take it with free hand. So at least Euro USD. I think last year I took this trade. I took this trade last year. And when you subscribe, those of you subscribe, these are the things I want to focus in teaching you more. where you close your eye and take trade. Somebody say, wow, are you serious? Yes, I mean what I'm saying. So as this signal came out, because it came out at your support, at the closing of it, but that must have been like you are trading a swing trade. So at the close of it, look at it. That's your entry. Then your stop loss like this. 64 pips. That's a swing trader. Now what is it? 1:2 what was done after some days. Look at it. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 days. That's a 1 week. So 64 pips. It came down again. So this is like a retest. Then another entry. See, I want you to settle down and make out money from this space. This canal we have is not, it fits all type of traders. You are a swing trader, you are a intraday traders, you are a day trader, you are a scalper. You can use it any time frame. So, but 4 hours is the best for, intraday traders, day traders. So 4 hours and 4 hours and 1 hour. Now let's go here. This market says buy. If you wait for this candle, maybe you don't want to refine. I love refining. If you ask you to buy here on 4 hour time frame, here is the buy. The candle close, you buy. And your stop loss is going to be big because you go below this. In fact, the best bet is to go below the support. 57 pips, not too bad. Now, there is some intimidating, because this one that changed to support was a resistance, so it will intimidate you. Don't mind it. Now, first of all, you target your 1:2 risk reward. So that will be here. So that's going to give you about 114 pips. Now, let's see how long it took. 1, 2. This is 4 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours. This took more than how many days? 24 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many should it be? So it took more than how many days? Now the market traveled all the way up. So you trade board to board. So if you take it here, that's going to be targeting 179 pips. I hope this is the April month. Trade like this, you make a lot of money. Now, let's look at it. If I refine my market, sometimes refining your market will intimidate you. Nevertheless, if you have the time, refine it. Then we travel back to 15 minutes. Remember? It is only when we come to 15 minutes and we cannot see appropriate entry that we're looking for, then we go back to what? 5 minutes. Look at the signal. Powerful. Now, okay? Powerful, right? Good. Now let's look at the entry. Right? So stop loss. Just 23 pips, guys. So 1:2 risk reward was fantastic because look at your resistance up here. Now, before we get there, we'll have given you, but appropriately, you're targeting just a little below it. So you're going to give you 50 pips. Lovely. That's a very powerful trade, right? Good. Now, you see the market continued to do whatever abracadabra. So it came down. This is a retest. Don't fear. Don't entertain unnecessary fear. It then, piam, give you the trade profit. Now, continue to move. So we have another resistance up here. That could be another factor. Now say, hey, this point, that's 103 pips. Okay? Then you have other sub-minor and continue. Now, if you go back to your 4 hours, you took the trade on 4 hours now. So on that, your 4 hours now, remember, you will now be targeting. But if you see that you have taken some profits in all of those places, then you are targeting up here. So let's say here, That's your targeting 182 pips. That's 1:7 risk reward. This is how this cannot give you heavy, 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 heavy risk reward. Now, the same thing, the signal here. Can you see that? Right. It didn't get to the rejection properly. And so you probably will have issues about that, but it was close. That's like a failed, in a failed attempt, right? So good. You're gonna go to your take trade. So now because I'm a conservative trader, so if not, somebody who's not conservative is just gonna go below above the signal. That's gonna be 22. But conservative trader is gonna go above the resistance because the market have the chances of returning back to this supply zone and then before selling that. That's gonna be 55 pips. So, but for anyone who is not who is a sniper wouldn't even take the trade on that 4 hours. Okay, so if you're going 55 pips there, 1:2 risk reward, it's gonna be okay. So it's gonna dance in into this place. So you actually got it eventually. But now let's quickly look at it. Going back to 15 minutes, what advantage has he added to it? Very simple, right? Good. So go to 15 minutes quickly. Okay, good. You can see that? So you can see, right? Going to 15 minutes. Immediately, you didn't take the trade, right? Okay, so now, you see, going to 15 minutes didn't allow you to take the trade earlier. But there's something he solved. This big stop loss, you're not going to have it. All right, so let's see what's going to happen. What's going to happen is this. You're going to have set this. You're going to enter the trade here. The stop loss just going to be above this. This is 32 pips. So 1:2 risk reward faster. If you're going to get to this point where it's more than 1:2 risk reward, that's the settlement. So, was said once you see the scanners give you signal on higher time frame, you can take the trade, all right? But understand the right time and season. Like this one, that's a powerful one, all right? So you're just going to take the trade straight up, all right? Straight up, and the market push them. So, but if you go on 15 minutes, it's going to give you a very massive upper hand and added advantage. You get it? All right. So that's how you trade with this scanner. It's very simple, straightforward, and direct. You can see Bitcoin is revolving. So Lord, be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. So, you have any questions, you can ask me. So, take profit, we have told you 1:2 risk reward mostly is what you target. Then, sometime, if you like now, if I take this trade now, so when the moment you get here, you should know you should be exiting because keeping a pulsing candle. So, that's why it's always good to go back to your higher time frame, you take trade, and then you'll be fine. It doesn't matter which instrument you are trading, if it's crypto, if it's Forex, everything, everything. Yeah, you hear me right? Everything that crypto, that Forex, you take your signal, you work with anything, then you enjoy yourself with your trading. Okay? Now, there's no momentum. If not, this one give you a buy signal, no of that. There's no momentum. Sell signal, right? Just this. Can you see that? So I don't know what anyone should look for again. This scanner is crazy. This scanner is what? It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. So you can see so many trades we have taken here. Probably we'll go to lower time frame. That's why you're seeing all of these. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 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 So if you look at this now, within this period, we only have two major trades. If you want to be scalping, you can scalp. Within the 1 hour where you are, return back to 15 minutes, even 5 minutes, even 1 minute, you'll be trading, okay? So look at this thing. See this long crazy candle that says buy. If you take so if I take it now, see. Now, if you decide to just buy here, no problem. You can do that. at the close, because this is the close, and then your stop loss 43 pips. You should know that there was a buy signal here too before this one collapses, and then go up, go back to your 4 hours. Then if I just want to do the usual routine, 15 minutes. Is this stay in, man? This is crazy. Can you see that? So that's going to 5 minutes. Definitely there must be exceptional cases sometime that need to intimidate you. Anything you do not understand, just leave it. Look at it. So this type of long body, this thing, or you can see that you're just better you just take this trade because you won't find any trade now. Or sometimes when you don't find a trade, just relax yourself, respect yourself, and go and rest. Okay, that was what happened in this occasion. So if it's a higher time frame, you can decide to take the signal on that candle as it closes, especially when this candle, especially when the candle that carries the sell. So now the candle that carry buy is bearish, but at the close, so on 4 hours for 1 hour. So now this candle now, you say buy, right? But it's a bearish candle. You may not need to refine. It says sell, but it's a bullish candle. It gives you an edge to enter faster. Okay? Then some may be close to each other. Like this. This is 4 hours. Look at this. As it closes, I can sell because probably it's along with the resistance. So if you take this trade, it's not bad. This may be in news anyway. This one is a bit very tricky. So waiting for this may not work. So you have to go back to that 15 minutes. All right. So more things will be given to you. So I'm not doing detailed training here, just to show you how to take our trade with our scanner. Very simple and straightforward. Now for gold, very powerful. Gold give us opportunity to. So look at it. You'll see that since gold only gave one signal for our since after this major signal, right? After this major signal, other ones probably will have been coming, you will have been trading it because this one. So look at this one. Okay, so we gave a signal. So this one was powerful. When it give you, you may not even doubt. Yes. Then it didn't give this. So you probably have to work on it on 1 hour. So because some signal will be hiding in 1 hour. That's where the problem lies. So you can see this signal now on 1 hour. Right? You can see this signal now on 1 hour. So when it give you on 1 hour, now like this, you need to refine. All right? Like this, you may not need to refine. This is a long week, but you may not need to refine. Why? There was an aggressive sell, but there was a massive attack back. The only challenge that if you take this trade, you may not be able to go to, no, it's a swap back. It's a swap back. So you may need to go to that 5 minute. So look at this one, the close here, you can enter. Yes, but this is gold. Gold require refinement. So look at the sell here. Then you will have sold. That was on the second, massive. And then look at the buy here, gold. So all you do is to go back to your. So gold, please always respect your 1:2 risk reward. Take your profit as it's given to you because gold will present so much buy and sell opportunity, so much. Here you have this. So you can now see your entry. If it's still too very bogus, you can go to 3 minutes. Look at the entry. 2 bogus, 1 minute. Yes, refine it to the barest minimum where your stop loss will be very, very insignificant. You get that? So look at the 1 minute. Fantastic. Okay. So you can see So you enter the market. I'm showing you how to enter the market before the candle close. Because look at the candle itself. At 7 a.m. GMT plus 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. At 13 minutes to this candle, you are already in, ladies and gentlemen. Showing you how to enter the trade before the candle closes. So you have to enter a trade before the candle closes. So 1:2, for instance, here. So your stop loss is how many pips? 250 pips. And you are hitting 500 pips trade. Okay? Now, why you probably need to be careful. So if you're doing this, you already know that this is 1 hour that say you to buy. So now in gold, if you like, you can stay on that 1 minute so that when it gives you another signal, you can sell. Look at this sell. At the point of this will be resistance at that time. Then target 1:2 or the stop loss above here. Then you can see the market travel down and give another buy. So, but it's choppy. So for that time being, you can be in, look at it, how the market travel. So then if 1 minute is so crazily confusing for you, return back to your 3 minute first. While you're already in the trade, so you can see the signal that the market's travel, and this is a massive pullback. So at this pullback, that could give you another entry, a very powerful entry, which was indicated here. Now, if we go to 5 minutes, and of which, even if you have taken this trade for the day, should you not be okay? You should be, except and otherwise, more of the trade come up and all of that. So if you go to about 5 minutes, you may not see the signal often that's given to you. So you wouldn't know you're supposed to enter here. So that's why when you go to your 3 minutes and all of that, 1 minute, it gives you an ample opportunity to still find more trade. All right. So if you are the type that meticulously plan your trade, this trade will still be holding. That means this trade was supposed to travel back to be giving you 2,300 and something pips. So, but look at it at 1,160 or 1,280 pips. So you always learn to go back and forth into your 1 hour. That's where you receive signal from. And then turn it back to your 3 minute, 1 minute. But mostly on gold, you want to be on 3 minutes so that you can find another buy or sell, buy or sell. Do you understand? So if you look at this on 3 minutes, this signal, you wouldn't take it, right? Because there was no confirmation. This one, you would take it because there was a confirmation, right? This one, you will sell because there was a confirmation. You like that? So, but now at this point, you are struggling yourself because market is closing. So you wouldn't want to trade unnecessarily. So, but this trade, you would take because there was a confirmation. Look at the candle, and then look at the close. You're going to take this trade. You go to 1 minute, you find more, but it may be more noisy. And if you are not disciplined, okay, if you are not disciplined, so 1 minute, this you won't take, this you won't take, you'll be still doubting it. That's the truth. So maybe it's here or this pullback into this another block. That's what you will sell. So you understand how, right? So stop loss above here. Then market continue to travel. 1:2 risk was your first focus before anything. Another buy here. 1:2 risk reward. So you didn't get there. It was intimidating you and all of that. All right. So thank you very much. You will have a nice time. Enjoy your trading. Congratulations for your channel subscription. If you're watching this video and you have not subscribed we're running Easter promo that's still going on, and it will end Easter Sunday, 11:59 GMT plus one, and that's when the promo is over for Easter. Thank you. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.